Hey everybody, it's Gypsy and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. And it is time for my weekly creativity update where I just share with you what I've been working on this week or what I've completed, if I have anything at all. So anyways, this week I've done a couple things, 2 Easter items. They were crochet. I have not painted or sketched in a while. I have an idea for a painting I want to do, but I haven't gotten around to starting it yet. Anyways, I'm going to adjust my light here a little bit. There we go. So I crocheted this little bunny head. It's a little close to the camera. I have a little hanger. You hang it on the wall, the door, whatever. I don't have a pattern for this. It's just, I crocheted 2 circles. And I crocheted a little nose and ears, all by doing like increases and decreases while I'm stitching. The eyes, the white is felt, and the pupils I made out of, I had an old purse that was fake leather, so I just cut a couple of circles out of those. I glued those on, and I painted the highlights in the eyes. And then the little cheeks, just cotton balls. Did a ribbon, and I think I need to glue that on better. For the little pink here and here, I used my pastel chalks. So I just, took out, where is it? No, this one right here. I took this, and then I took one of my paint brushes, and I just rubbed it on there, and just, did that. And if you try it, and it's coming out too light, add a tiny bit of water to your brush and it'll work. So there's this one. And then for my second Easter crochet, I did this. I just, no pattern again. I do my baskets, and I think I explained this last week. I do a circle, and then when I have the base as big as I want, I'll crochet a row in the back loop so that as I'm crocheting around from there, it'll have a nice sharp angle going up, instead of, like, if I didn't do that, it would be more of a rounded bottom almost, and I wanted it more flat. So that's how I did this. And I don't know, let me see if you can see this. I don't know. This stitch right in here for the rim, back in the old days, we used to call it the crab stitch. It's a single crochet, but going backwards. So instead of, going this way, you're going this way, and it gives this nice like ridge or border, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so then I did this little bunny, the same as I did the one I just showed you, except I just put eyes peeking over the rim of the basket. And then, the eggs, same as, the bottom of the basket, until I had the shape of an egg. And then I just, did some fringe in green for the grass. And then I wrapped a ribbon around it. I put it like a styrofoam base inside in the bottom, just to, give everything else a little lift. So that's how I did that. If I could, I'm not capable of writing patterns. Most of this, like, I will sit down at night to relax, and I'll just pick up my hook and some yarn and start crocheting. If I could, I would write it down. I'm just not good at that. So the last thing I did, I think I showed you the start of this last week. I was trying to get back into sculpting with polymer clay. I used to do that a lot years ago, and I got fairly good at it. I thought I was pretty good at it. Not like some of these really fancy things people do. I started to work more in figurines, like dolls and stuff. I did this gorgeous fairy. Oh my God, I couldn't believe how beautiful it came out. Well, when I got on the road, started living on the road, I took it with me. And when I would set up camp in my trailer, I would set it above my sink. Well, it fell one day and just, so I have lost my touch with sculpting, and I've been practicing. And so I showed you last week, I started kind of like with the bust of a woman, and it kind of evolved. I really didn't know in which direction I was going to go with this, but as I'm working with it, it started to evolve in my imagination. And I came out with this. Now, don't look closely because I don't have my sculpting skills back to where they used to be, so it's not the best sculpting job. But anyways, I did this this fortune teller. So what I did was the face and the hands. And my God, hands are hard to do. I would love to they have molds to make hands, which would be much easier because, oh my God, drawing hands is not easy either. So I did that. I put a scarf in her hair that matches her blouse. So I put the arms in, and this is a vintage or antique bead that I had in my bead collection. And I just set that between her hands to kind of represent her crystal ball. So I told you I was going to use my canning lids and rings for the frame, which is what I did. So I just put the two of them together, and I have this black glitter contact paper, and I covered the whole thing in that. You could see it on the back, in the backgrounds like that. And then this tool here was actually the ribbon that my son and daughter-in-law tied my birthday present in for my birthday. It was my 60th birthday, and I love purple. So I kept the ribbon because I knew I'd be able to use it for something. And I just kind of floofed it up around here just for a little, I don't know, purple and black are my favorite colors. And to me, they are very ethereal and mystical. So I kind of wanted to give it that. So I just fluffed it up, and I glued a hanger on the back out of ribbon. So that's all there is to that. Update on my opportunity. 2 days ago, I sent in for those of you who don't know, there's a local bakery that has opened recently, and it's very beautiful. She has a little shop, like a boutique, and she's looking for local artists and, creators, people who make homemade products, whatever. And you put in an application, and you send pictures of your art or your products. So I sent mine in. I sent in a couple paintings, and I sent in one of my sketches and a couple of my hair berets. I sent one of my birthstone hair berets. I do beaded hair berets, and I have a line. I sold out. I have to make more. I have a line where I do the birthstones except in crystals. So, it's kind of like, all right, for me, topaz is my birthstone, but I did my beret in citrine because the crystal for my birth month is citrine. And there are a couple months that are harder because even the crystal is expensive. Like April, which is my son, and he is expensive taste. And it's diamond. And I'm not, I don't know that I ever did get around to making an April one, but I did have most of the year done, and they're gone. They sold. So, yeah, that's a good thing. I'm not saying disappointed. I have to restock if I get a place in this boutique. So, I'm still waiting to hear. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated on that. And if, it doesn't sell, just put them in my booth. It is harder to sell art at a flea market. Although I did have a local business approach me last flea market season. They were going to the flea market looking for artists to ask to, every once in a while, enter into their art fair. So if they do it, I will be doing that. They came to my booth. They said, "Did you painted this?" I said, "Yes." "And you made all this other stuff?" I said, "Yes." And she was like, "Okay, you're just one of the people we're looking for." I haven't done that yet, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that too. So I think that's it for this week. I guess I have been pretty busy because the basket with all the eggs and the bunny took a while. This little guy, he was pretty quick. I just needed, something quick and easy. And I think he's cute. He's kind of funny looking, but he's cute. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.